Mummy, you left as you lived, loving, joyous, and prayerful. Your kindness, tenderness, and force of life have nourished our existence. We love you. We are deeply saddened to announce the death of Martha Cecile Gordon, better known as Ma Garnett or Margo of Lakwashabo, Babonneau. She passed away at her residence on Friday, April 30th, 2021 at 7:15 a.m. She was 81 years old. She was a member of the Babonneau Good Shepherd Church, Sacred Heart of Jesus, Mount Carmel, Legion of Mary, and Couples for Christ. Left to mourn, daughters, Luces Marville, better known as Cecile of Babonneau, Juliana Osmond, better known as Juju of Lacroix Chabot, Euthalia Glavasevec, better known as Tata, residing in France, Marina Habermel, better known as Marie, residing in France, Noelina Gordon, residing in France, Apollina Gordon, better known as Septina of Lacroix Chabot. Sons: Nicholas Gordon, better known as Coco, employee at Lewis Industries, Thomas Gordon, better known as Tommy, in Trinidad. Stepchildren: Marilyn Pierre, better known as Mayo, residing in Trinidad, Jeanette Zelka in France, Jean-Claude Zelka in Martinique, Bernadette Richards, residing in St. Vincent. Grandchildren: Garvey Gordon, better known as Shervin, and his wife Donna Gordon, both in Grenada, Deborah Gordon, better known as Chanel in the U.S., Michelle Marville, employee at Sandals Talk, Annabelle Marville, employee at Goansa, Francesca Marville, better known as Princess in Babonneau, Nadia Gordon, employee at Sanders Grand, Cindy Gordon, employee at Massey Gourmet Supermarket in Rodney Bay, Stanley and Cassie Gordon, both employees at Topstone in Bois d'Orange, Marvin Gordon, a gardener employed at Cap Estates, Janai Gordon of Peebush, Daniela Gordon, better known as Nicole, student at School, Tekla Gordon of Lacroix Chabot, Yana Osman of Lacroix Chabot, Delon Osman, better known as Tigor of Lacroix Chabot, Grace Ann Gordon, residing in France, Randy Thomas, residing in France, Keitha Valson and her husband Claudius Valson in France, Noelisa Dufang, Nolan Dufang, and Tasha Dufang, all residing in France, Nuria Gordon in France, Nadege Habermel and Loanne Habermel, both residing in France, Shane Amab, employee at Digicel, Ranley Gordon, a musician in Bexon, Ozari Gordon in Trinidad, Stevon Gordon, better known as Smiling Boy of Lacroix Chabot, Monella Ishmael Fabian, employee at Total Construction Supplies in Margo, great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren at home and abroad, and one great-great-great-grand: Navalon Bernard, Caden Smith, Jaden and LaShawn Sinclair, Daniel Gordon in Peebush, Cletus Gordon, Shaz Gordon, and Shaquem Gordon of Lacroix Chabot, Tiwana Sidney, Shaquan Evans, Carissa Charles, Kaj Osman of Lacroix Chabot, Shanae Ema bin Chozel, Nalia Dufang, Leanne and Nael Valsen, Latifa and Bella Gordon, residing in France, DeAndre Jules, Diane Gordon, Micah Gordon, Dante Gordon, and Kivani McLaurin. Zaj Gordon at Lacroix Chabon, Julian Zelka in France, and many others too numerous to mention. Brother Paul Vincent Jacob, better known as Rabbit, and family in Antigua. Sisters Lucia Waits, better known as Zaz, and family in Antigua. Elizabeth Jacob, better known as Shoy, and family in Antigua. Rufina Jacob, better known as Mimin, and family residing in Canada. Nieces and nephews George Polidor, better known as Buddy in Leclerc. Demetrius, better known as Dima. Lawrence Waits and family. Cecilia Waits and family. Cynthia Waits. Clara Francis and family. Andre Knight and Stephanie Knight in Antigua. Tessa Desiree Ajax in Martinique. Lisa John in Canada. Glenn Jacob, Gina, Kimber and Kirsch Jules. Nicholas Jacob, better known as Apine in Antigua. Modrina Japol in Antigua. Robert Jacob, better known as Titi Boy. Peter Jacob, better known as Yoko. Daughters-in-law Marceline Gordon from Peebush. Rhea Gordon in Trinidad. Sons-in-law Franklin Marville from Babonneau. Thomas Osmond from Lacroix Chabot. Daniel Habermel in France. Luke Glavasevic in France. Sister-in-law Agnes Edgar, better known as Mabil of Lacroix Chabot Babonneau. Brother-in-law Matthew Japol of Peebush. Also left to mourn families in Saltibus, Millet, and abroad, including Lumina Leandre in London, Anthony Donovan, better known as Teton, and his sister Nano Donovan in Millet, Felina in Carolee, James Alexander, better known as Gomez, and his daughter Debbie Alexander, both in Balata. Her godchildren Lambert Isidore in St. Croix, Walston Pierre in Peebush, Tekla Gordon in Lacroix Chabot, Deborah Gordon in the U.S., Shaz Gordon in Lacroix Chabot, Cindy Gordon in Peebush. Her best friends, Miss Zetilla in Gara, Miss Yuna, better known as Ma Siki, and Ma Clemina, better known as Ma Tonton, both in Babonneau. Adiana Richard, better known as Dudu Mamo, from Timon. Teacher Lucy Clement Thomas of Peebush. Marie-Therese in Martinique. Sister Olga Charles reside in Peebush. Sister Christina Alcide of Babonneau. Many other friends including Miss Leota in Peebush, Paul and Sheila Edgar of Lacroix Chabot, Jennifer Edgar in Peebush, Mary Edgar of Lacroix Chabot, Vincent Edgar in Castries. The religious burial ceremony for the late Mrs. Martha Cecile Gordon, better known as Ma Garnett or Margo, will be held at the Good Shepherd Church, Babonneau, and the body will be interred at the Babonneau Cemetery. The family acknowledges all persons who sympathized and associated in one way or another, and informs that all COVID-19 protocols will be in full effect. Her body now lies at Rambally's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries. May she rest in peace.